Now we will discuss one more topic, sounds produced by human beings. Okay, so today we are discussing about the topic sounds produced by human beings. We know that all animals produce sound to communicate with other animals. Human beings use these sounds more effectively. Sounds produced in particular order and manner constitutes our speech. So this order in production of sound is different for different languages or communication process. So all the animals communicate, all animals produce the sound. All animals produce the sound to communicate with other animals. And human beings use these sounds more effectively when we compare with the animals. And sounds produced in particular order and manner. Sound produced in particular order and manner constitute our speech. Okay, so the sounds produced in particular manner and particular order uh, constitute our speech. The order of production of sound is different for different languages or communication process. Okay, the order of production of sound is different for different languages. Majority of communication in human beings is through speech. So which organ gives human beings the ability to talk? Imitate different sounds made by animals and try to mimic your friends. While making these sounds, place your fingers on your throat. What do you feel? Do your fingers sense any vibrations? Are the vibrations same for all the sounds that you make? So we know that all animals produce the sound to communicate with other animals. Human beings use these sounds more effectively. Sounds produced in particular order and manner constitutes our speech. So this order in production of sound is different for different languages or communication process. So honeybee makes the sound on seeing the flowers to communicate to other bees who are at a distance. Okay, so this honeybee makes the sound on seeing the flowers to communicate the other bees which are at distance. Do they produce this sound through their mouth or some other organs used for that purpose? This honeybee produces sound through their mouth or is it using other organs to produce the sound? A honeybee cannot make a sound by using a vocal cords. The buzzing sound that you hear from any flying insect is caused by vibrations of their wings when flying. Majority of communication in human beings is through speech. So which organ gives human beings to ability to talk? Imitate different sounds made by the animals. Try to mimic your friends. While making these sounds, place your fingers on your throat. What do you feel? Do your fingers sense any vibrations? Are the vibrations same for all the sounds that you make? Now we will discuss. Okay. Now we will discuss about structure of voice box. Okay. So this voice box is the important organ in human body to produce the sound. Okay, so this voice box is one of the important organ in human body to produce the sound. Okay, it has two muscular ligaments at the end of a windpipe is called as vocal cord. Okay, this voice box is one of the important organ in human body to produce the sound. It has two muscular ligaments at the end of a windpipe is called as vocal cord. So they are stretched across the voice box. Okay, so these are stretched across the voice box. It leads to a narrow slit between them. Okay, so it leads to a narrow slit between them. So now we are discussing about structure of larynx or voice box. This larynx or voice box is the important organ in human body to produce the sound. So this larynx, it has two muscular ligaments at the end of the windpipe is called as vocal cord. So here we can observe, in this picture we can observe larynx and vocal cord. Okay, so this larynx, it has two muscular ligaments. Okay, at the end of the windpipe. That is called as vocal cord. Once you observe in the picture, vocal cord is there. Okay, they are stretched across the voice box. These are stretched across the voice box. It leads to a narrow slit between them. It leads to a narrow slit between them to allow the passage of air. Okay, so it has a narrow slit between them to allow the passage of air. By this it is producing the sound. Okay, so here observe the figure 10a. Okay, observe the figure 10a and 10b. Okay, so here observe the figure 10a first. In that figure 10a, that is nothing but vocal cord open. Okay, vocal cord open during the breathing to allow the air into lungs. Okay, in that figure 10a, that is nothing but vocal cords open during the breathing. Okay, to allow air into the lungs. Okay, next figure 10b, observe vocal cord close. What is that? Vocal cord close when we speak. Okay, vocal cords close when we speak. The air from the lungs presses between them to cause vibration and produce the sound. Okay, so figure 10b is nothing but vocal cord close when we speak. When we speak, vocal cord is close. Okay, the air from the lungs presses between them to cause the vibration and produce the sound. Okay, so here in figure 10a we can observe vocal cord is open during the breathing. That time what happened? Air is entering into the lungs. Okay, when we breathe, vocal cord open and air is entering into the lungs. When we speak, vocal cord is close. Okay, then so when we speak, vocal cord is closed. Then the air from the lungs is presses between the lungs. Okay, and cause the vibrations, and like that is producing the sound. Okay, so do you know length of the vocal cord in men is nearly 20 millimeters. In human it is above 5 millimeters less, whereas in children it is shorter. Length of the vocal cord in men is nearly 20 millimeters. In a human is about 5 millimeters less, whereas in children it is shorter. Okay, can we say that the length of the vocal cord plays any role in deciding the quality of sound produced by men, human and children? Here the length of the vocal cord is different in men, human and in children. No? It is playing any important role to decide the quality of sound produced by the men, human and children? Yes, we can say that the length of the vocal cords decreases, then the shrillness of a sound is increases. Okay, so the length of the vocal cord decreases, then the shrillness of a sound is increases. Okay, this vocal cord is playing a very important role in producing the sound. Now we are discussing one more topic, observing the movement of vocal cord during speech. Ask your friend to raise his neck up, stretch a chocolate wrapper across his mouth, and ask him to blow air on the wrapper with force. Ask a friend to raise his neck up, stretch a chocolate wrapper across his mouth, and ask him to blow air on the wrapper with force, and observe the changes in the movement at his throat. Now ask him to blow again slowly. Observe the difference in movement. What changes do you observe in the movements at the throat on the two situations? During the first trial, the voice box gets tensed and produces high sound, while during the second trial, it is close to normal position of throat and produces lower sound. So the sound produced in the above activity is due to a combination of vibrations produced in the wrapper and the vocal cord. So here during the first trial means when we blow air with very force, that time voice box gets tensed and produces high sound. While during the second trial means when we are blowing air slowly, that time it close to the normal position of throat and produces lower sound. So the sound produced in the above activity is due to a combination of vibrations produced in the wrapper and the vocal cord. We will discuss one more topic, propagation of sound. So sound need a medium to propagate. Sound need a medium to propagate means to move from one place to another place. Sound need a medium. So the sound produced by the school bell will be heard by all of us irrespective of whether we are in a classroom opposite to the bell or in a room at the back side of the bell. Okay, so in our school we can listen the bell sound. Okay, so that Aya, she will ring the bell downside, so that bell is reaching the all corners of the school, yes or no? Okay, so the bell is reaching to the all corners of the school. Obviously, the sound produced by the school bell travel in all direction and reaches us, that is propagating through the air present between the source of the sound and our ears. Okay, so that is the air surrounding us act as a medium which allow the sound to pass through it. Okay, so sound need a medium to propagate. Okay, so propagation means spreading from one place to another place. To spread from one place to another place, sound need a medium. The sound produced by the school bell will be heard by all of us, irrespective of whether we are in the room opposite to the bell or in a room at the backside of the bell. So uh, obviously the sound produced by the school bell travel in all direction and reaches to us, that is propagated through the air present between the source of sound and our ears. So here Aya, she will ring the bell. We are in the classrooms, we are in different classrooms, so the bell is reaching to the all classes. Okay, so the bell sound is reaching to the all classes means bell backside some classes will be there, bell front side some classes will be there, so the bell sound will be reaching to the all corners of the school. Okay, so here bell we can call as a source. Okay, from the bell sound is coming now, so the bell we can call as a source of sound. So here uh, here sound produced by the school bell travels in all direction. The sound produced by the school bell travels in all direction and reaches us, that is propagate through the air present between the source of the sound and our ears. So here source of sound is bell, and the sound is reaching to us means with the help of ears we can listen the sound. Okay, so the source from the source of, so there, okay, here the air is present between the source of sound and our ears. Okay, the air is present between the source of sound and our ears. Source of sound is bell and we are hearing that bell sound with the help of our ears. So between our ears and the source of sound, air will be there. Okay, so through that air, okay, the sound is propagating through the air, so that air is surrounding us, that is the air surrounding us, that is acting like a medium. This is allow the sound to pass through it. Okay, so between the school bell and our ears, air is there. Okay, so through the air the sound is travel from one place to another place. So this air is acting like a medium. Medium means, you know, medium is nothing but sound, light, heat travel through the which substance that we can call as a mediums. Okay, so once again I will explain about the medium clearly. So medium is nothing but, do you know matter? Matter is nothing but anything that has some mass and occupy some space. Okay, anything that has some mass and occupy some space is called as matter. Okay, so for example, table has some mass and occupies some space. Okay, so we can say this table is one of the example for matter. Chair is there, chair has some mass and it will occupy some space, so we can say that chair is one of the example for matter. Pencil has some mass and occupies some space. So we can say this pencil is one of the example for matter. Okay. Water has some mass and it will occupy some space. So we can say this is one of the example for matter. Air that has some mass, it will occupy some space. Okay, so we can say that is one of the example for matter. So matter is nothing but anything that has some mass and occupy some space is called as matter. This chair, table, pen, pencil, eraser, sharpener, the food which we are eating, the water which we are drinking, the air which we are breathing, the clothes which we are using. Okay, these all we can say example for matter. Why? Because these all are has some mass and these all will occupy some space in the world. So we can say these all are the example for matter. Okay, so this matter is available in three states. What are the three states? Means solids, liquids and gases. Matter is available in three states. What are the three states? Means solids, liquids and gases. So solids means which have definite shape and value, which have fixed shape, fixed value. We can call them as a solid. Like bench, table, chair, pen, pencil, eraser. We can call them as a example for solids. Liquids means like water, juice, cool drinks, petrol, diesel, kerosene, oil. We can say these all are the example for liquids. Gases, air, cooking gas, nitrogen, oxygen. We can call them as a gases. Okay. So here air, in this situation the sound travel through the air. Okay, so that air is acting like a medium. Okay, so here when Ayashi ring the bell, we can listen the bell sound. Okay, so between the bell and our ears air is present, that air is acting like a medium. So through the air the sound is travel from one place to another place, so that air we can call it as a medium. Okay, so does sound travel only in air? Does sound travel only in air? Does it travel in any other gaseous medium? Does sound also travel in other media like solids and liquids? For all the above questions, the answer is one, that is sound needs a medium to travel. Sound needs a medium to travel. Okay, solids, liquids and gases have particles. Okay, so hence sound can travel in these three media. So what is the meaning of particles? Particles are nothing but so matter which have definite shape, fixed value. We can call that as a matter, I said, no. So this matter is available in three states like solids, liquids and gases. Okay, so solids have fixed shape, fixed value. Liquids does not have fixed shape. Shape is depending on the shape of a container but have fixed value. And gases does not have fixed shape, fixed value. We said like this. Okay, so this every matter, it is made up of small particles. Every matter is made up of small particles. For example, chalk piece. Take chalk piece. Chalk piece is, we can say, example for matter. So make the chalk piece into powder. We will get small parts. Yes or no? So like that, a chalk piece, every matter is made up of small particles. Okay na? So like that, every matter is made up of small particles. So sound need a medium, means particles to travel. Sound need a medium means particles to travel. Medium is nothing but solid, liquid, gas. Which are the example for solid, liquid, gas? That all we can call as a medium. For example, sound travel through the, for example, so bench means keep your here at one end of the table and ask your friend to hit the table with the help of any scale. So here we can listen the sound. The sound is travel through the bench from one place to another place. That bench we can say example for solid. Okay, so that also made up of small particles. So through that particles, that sound is travel from one place to another place, like that. Okay, so here the sound travel in only in air. Does it travel in any other gaseous medium? Or does sound also travel in other mediums like solids and liquids? For all the above question, the answer is one, that is sound needs medium, means particles to travel. Okay, solids, liquids and gases have particles. Hence, sound can travel in these three mediums. Okay, hence the sound can travel in these mediums or media also we can call. So, in next topics, we will discuss about the propagation of sound in different media. Media means understood now. Media means nothing but the sound travel through the which substance, means that may be solid or liquid or gas, that is travel through the which substance, then we can call that as a media. Okay. In next class we will discuss about that the medias. Okay, propagation of sound in different media we will discuss with some activities. We will discuss one more.